What's up everyone, this is Cher talking, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the second Igomahl Conquest. Well, there is a third, and the second one is amazing because look, we have a huge map, and while I was sleeping and during the morning, everyone helped clear all boss nodes. There were plenty of different bosses, sometimes like 4 bosses in a single stage, and we got some gems just because of that. We will also be getting 5,000 jewels in this conquest, so that's a very good moment to just save gems or summon. Well, there are also new items on the exchange shop, and we have here 5,000 jewels. Let's get it, of course. This is the currency that you get when you are fighting against an active node. I don't know what will happen when we finish this because there's only Igomahl here. I'll talk about Igomahl in a few, and it's dropping the special currency. Okay, let's go back here to the shop. I want to talk about something else. We have 2 new accessories that are made for mages, but also decreases heat and cold damage. We've been getting plenty of these recently, so don't forget to claim them. They are pretty good. Also, there are plenty of gold pieces of the new styles, of course, of some other past styles. Like, I have plenty of pieces of this Monica, I don't know why. Maybe you'll get enough to trade for the character one day. And also there's that. We have flashstone metals. This will allow us to max on their weapon and gold pieces. Talking about gold pieces, here in this fight, you have this limited supply of gold pieces. You can get 200. And after you get that, you will still have a chance of getting by random chance. I have here 244. But at least the guarantee is here. I have 100 left because I fought 20 times here. Every time that you fight against Igomahl, you get 5. Okay, so let's talk about how you face this boss. This boss is weak to 4 different things. It's super weak to blunt and sun, but also weak to heat and cold. All attacks you hit 4 weaknesses. Igomahl attacks with everything that's possible. You don't have a focus here for defense, just bring equipments this time. Igomahl is much stronger than the first conquest, and I have some strategies here that I want to show. If you get 1 million score, you will be able to get 5 drops from the list of rewards, where there's just too many things here to even have a chance of getting these gold pieces, so I don't know if you should focus this. But the best thing is that this time you don't use power meats, you just use standard stamina, meaning that you can run this as much as you want. Here the status cap is pretty high as well. It's 1710. Instead of 1.7 thousand, they always have 10 points more than what shows. Well, I still believe that the best way to approach these events is to just remove all your equipment and die as fast as possible. Actually, Igomahl is just so powerful that you don't really need to think about it too much, and you can even keep your equipment. But since I want to get status fast, because I want to use these characters on Warp Tower, I'll remove all the equipment and I brought some characters that will do some damage but also be training. Like I have Monica here, I just got her, and I also have Mariah, I'm training her Acupuncture Plus. And the other characters are not so important. At least I have Barthélemy, but I'm training something else with him. I'm training his Flame Hammer instead of Abra Hands. And with that, if you get at least 300,000 damage, you get 3 drops. With 600,000 damage, you get 4 drops. With 1 million damage, you get 5 drops. So even if you get just 300,000, you keep just doing that all the time, you get enough rewards. Monica evades attacks on turn 1, but she's just training here. If your characters are pretty weak, they will even miss attacks. Bring 3 that can do damage at least. When she does this triple strike, you're as good as dead. If she chooses to use 3 AoE attacks even. But if you are unequipped, you'll probably be dead in 3 turns. If you survive more than that, is because your characters have revive or something. Or she just didn't want to nuke you down. But it's pretty fast, you see, 393,000. Let's see what we got. Should be 3 drops. You see, we count the drops after the last one that is a material. So we have 3 things here. As good as anything. But now let's say that you want to get 1 million damage to complete the missions and also keep farming your best characters. Well, let me show you some of the formations that I'm using. Here I have Anima string with Vassault on the front line because he debuffs Will with his Thunder Hail, and then I'm inheriting Electro Hail. And then I focus on dealing multi-hit attacks with Blue, with Waking Dragon and Sunlight Inherited. There is also Polka with Scatter Explosions and the newest Barthélemy. They work super well together, and there's place for one other attacker that really doesn't matter. Vassault don't always comes first, but this boss is also super fast. And she uses his attacks. You may even die faster than ever. Waking Dragon, let's see how many hits. Well, we already have 400,000, it's a pretty cool volley. 600,000 allows 4 drops already, you can even die, that's cool. But this squad can reach as much as 1 million depending on the attacks that Igomahl chooses. Strangely, we're still alive. But that was super fast, 2 turns only. Now, if you want to go for a physical run, it will be even more stable. We can bring Rukh for damage, place UDX Matriarch on the front line, she's gonna buff right, and then just use Light Strength Lunge. Then we also have Lunar New Year Boston because he debuffs Endurance, just go for Sky Reverse, increase Horizon Pincer and Ultra Earthshaker. Rukh needs his Emerald on 8 and Nutcracker on 14. In the back you can bring either December Elizabeth, you can inherit Frying Pan, increase White Hammer, or just bring Leon, or just bring Sif, they will also work. And you have 1 space for another character here. Matriarch will always go first, she's on the front line. That's good because she buffs everyone before they even attack. Sky Reverse debuffing Endurance, and now it's time for Rukh for Emerald. 61,000, let's see how much now. 200,000, 260,000 just from Rukh. Now Rukh has to survive to attack again. You can get as much as 1 million, but depends on who survives and which attacks Igomahl chooses to use against you. This one is super powerful, some people will die. Well, everyone is still alive. That's cool. Time for the last hammer roll. We will debuff Endurance again, but just defy weaknesses before Rukh. That's sad, but still okay. We got more than 1 million. And Igomahl didn't choose to nuke. She's a little inconsistent. With that we got a little more damage. Just choose single target attacks. But it's finally done. For my last thing, I'm gonna showcase a Rainbow Ranger setup where you have Leon or Gerard or Mirza on the STR slot. Any of them work because they're just gonna go for Steel Blade Light. In the case of Leon, he also goes for Silver Sword Leader that also deals some damage and will be strong. You can also bring Glow Axe Empress if you want, she just makes the fight longer. But at least you guarantee to get close to 1 million because I am also bringing Leonard and I'm bringing Overflowing Feelings and then Knockdown because Knockdown is blunt, the boss is weak to blunt, so just do this setup here and it will also work well. And here in the top we have Barthélemy or any other mage with cold, sun or heat damage, and in the dexterity position there is Emelia with her Bolt Dance inherited and then she just goes for Derringer. You can always bring 1 trainee here as well. Well, with this team we can go for 600,000 all the time, and this will give us at least 4 drops, and it's good enough. In this case, Barthélemy attacked before Leonard, I don't know why, but it's usually Leonard that goes first and he buffs offense and defense, allowing us to survive a little better. And now Leon just goes, heals a little and does good damage. Very good damage there. This seems to be pretty stable, unless Igomahl just chooses to do a lot of AoE nukes. I can get 1 million on auto, depending on who I'm bringing. Already 800,000. Juggling is an AoE attack that deals a lot, so Barthélemy is dead. Then we got pretty close to 1 million already. Depending on who you bring as trainee, it will be better. You can also just use Leon on the love position instead of the STR1 and bring another one for better damage. But that's about it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps you. And if you want to support the channel, there are links in the description of the video. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.